Hi everyone, so back with part 2 of week 25, and this is still a Rosie Studio collection. So this is the pocket page that has loads of 3x4 horizontal pockets, which is normally quite hard to use actually, but I really wanted to use it. I did have quite a few photos that I could turn around into the horizontal sort of way, so it just made it a little bit easier. And I did have two larger photos that I could, two photos that I could make larger basically. So it fitted with all my cut aparts for this collection. So as I said in the previous video, there is no 6x4 cut aparts with Rosie Studios. So you just have to sort of make do with what you've got, obviously fill out with photos. So I'm just going to back it on some purple paper. I didn't actually need to use much paper in the previous layout, but I am just using plain purple just because there's quite a few purple bits and pieces in this collection, and I also using purple washi tape and stuff. So for the two larger photos, the only 6x4 photos in there, the first photo is actually on the Monday after my hair trial and everything. I come back home. Joe and his mum actually came down by train because Joe's mum wanted to see the venue before we actually get married. So she came all the way down, bless her, for one night just to see the venue. It's a very long journey. So she came down Monday evening, and then they came to see the venue on the Tuesday, and then they went home. So it was a flying visit, but they managed to come round, and obviously Joe was staying with me, my parents anyway, but Joe's mum was staying in a hotel nearby. But they came round to see my parents, which was really nice, and mum wanted to show her around the garden. So that's what they did. So this photo was taken like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, but it was my mum just showing Joe's mum around the garden. I thought that was really nice. It's very rare that they get to see each other in person because we do live so far away from each other. It's quite nice when they do get to spend time together. So so I just snapped a sort of very quick photo, and then I'm just going to put some of these cute little stickers. So it's this little earth sticker that's got all these little hearts around it, and I thought that's quite cute because it's quite nice to have our mums together and stuff because it doesn't happen very often. And then the other photo is just of my boy, my moose. So he was just looking cute, and I just got his picture of him. I'm not sure why I was taking photos of him, but very rarely get nice pictures of Moose. He always looks a bit bedraggled or like he's just woken up or annoyed. So it was quite a nice little picture that I thought to have it in there. So I just wanted to make that a larger photo. So I'm going to put him on the right hand side. On the Monday, as I said, we did that. Then Tuesday went over to see the venue. So the wedding venue that we're getting married at is not in the middle of a town or a centre or anything like that. It's actually quite rural, so you do need a car to get there. So we were trying to think of all different ways that we could get there, whether it be taxi or a bus and then a train and all these different ways. And it actually worked out a lot cheaper than having to get a return taxi. It was a lot cheaper to actually put myself on my mum's car insurance just for the day. So just took out like a 1-day insurance and just drive my mum's car. So I actually dropped my mum off to work in the morning and then drove us all over to the venue, drove us back and then picked my mum up later. But obviously I was a little bit wary because I don't really like driving. I don't really like driving big roads or anything like that. But the thing is, where I'm from down south, the roads are very small. There's no sort of motorways. There's no massive like dual carriageways or anything like that. So I actually feel a lot more confident driving down there than I do sometimes up here because there's a lot more bigger roads along here. So I was fine driving, and obviously just getting used to my mum's car as well. It's not a bad little car to drive, but I kind of wish I got a photo of me actually driving it, but instead I got a picture of the car just in front of, like, in the driveway just in front of the venue, and I thought that was quite nice. But yeah, so I didn't think I did too badly driving my mum's car, but it was a lot easier. I think it was like £25 for the whole day to insure myself for like 24 hours basically, whereas a taxi was like £30 each way. So yeah, a bit mad. So I'm just going to put these little cut aparts in there. As I said before, there's loads of horizontal 3x4s, which is really, really good. And there are quite a lot of journal ones as well, which is nice. But I wanted to put that little grid one at the top so I can write a little bit about the Monday and the Tuesday. And then there's also like a calendar one, which I thought was quite nice to have, so I can write about what I did for the week. And I'm just going to fill them out with other little ones. So I like that little rainbow one that says no bad days. And then there's that polka dot purple one as well. So Yeah, so then the photo, as I said, the picture of my mum's car just outside the venue is going to go at the top. And then the photo that's in the middle. So I work from home and I can't work without two screens now. I just find it so difficult to work without two screens. So when I go down to my parents, I don't really work down there. I try not to because I don't have two screens down there. But I actually decided to buy a second screen for when I do go down, because it just means that I can actually work down there and I'm not in any sort of rush. I'm not feeling stressed or anything. So I actually bought like a cheap monitor basically to set myself up for when I'm down there. So I've left it down there. But that's what I did on the Tuesday. So once Joe and his mum went home, I actually went to go pick my mum up from work, and then we went over to the shops and I bought a monitor. And that picture is a picture of Bean, the youngest cat in the house, just absolutely loving the screen and loving the little mouse when I was trying to work. So I worked from home on the Wednesday, and then I had my dress fitting. That's it, yeah. So I worked from home on the Wednesday, had my dress fitting that afternoon, so that's why I had to work from home really. And there's no point me taking the day off when my dress fitting was in the evening, because I could do a full day's worth of work. So I didn't take the day off. I just worked for my parents using that second screen, and then I got on the train and went to my dress fitting. So it was my final dress fitting before the wedding. It went really well, but she did actually decide to take up a little bit further just because she thought it was a little bit too long and she didn't want me to, stand on it or anything like that. So it has gone back to get fitted even more. But it's obviously, as I'm doing this recording, it literally is a week before the wedding, and it's all sorted and done. But yeah, so it was quite good to have a second fitting just to make sure it was all good. But all I didn't actually take any photos, which is annoying. But I was in a bit of a rush because after the dress fitting, I was going straight home. So I was in a bit of a rush to make sure I got my trains, but I did actually just print off a photo of the confirmation of my dress fitting, just to sort of remind me in Project Life that that's when I had my final dress fitted and what day it was, and that sort of thing. So I did actually put that in the bottom left. And then the last photo is actually just a picture. I was back home after this, so I got home very late Wednesday evening, and then I was working Thursday, Friday, Saturday really, so I didn't really do too much. But it was still nice and sunny outside, and I bought some fruit and things to have. And these strawberries were absolutely huge, and I had to take a picture of it. So I actually got a picture of it in the palm of my hand, and it was just huge. They were so nice though, but they were just massive. So I had to take a picture of that. And also I thought it was quite summery as well to include. So I thought that was quite cute. So yeah, I'm just sticking a load of stickers all over the little bits and pieces, because as I said, there's so many little stickers that you can just dot around. It'd be a waste not to use them really, so I'm just trying to use as many as I possibly can. But yeah, so that was my week. As I said, it was a really, really busy week, mainly down south, sorting bits out for the wedding, and yeah, just getting myself sorted. The final sort of countdown was on really within the last sort of month, but yeah, I can't believe that we're nearly there now. And yeah, so as I said before in my previous video, I'm going to do a couple more weeks. I've got a few more videos, and then there might be a bit of a gap, but to be fair, you might not even notice it. But I'm just going to try and get up as many videos as I can so that I can get these videos off my phone, so I've got more storage for the actual wedding day itself. I am actually thinking about getting a new phone. I've had this phone for about 5 years now, and it's fine as it is, but I do find that the camera is not as good. I think it's an iPhone 11, but I am thinking maybe of getting a new phone at some point, but I haven't decided yet. I've got other things to sort of think about, but there's just the storage side of things, maybe upgrading it to a higher storage so I don't have to worry about having to constantly take things off, and having enough storage for all my photos, because I do take a lot of photos. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this part, and I'll be back with week 26. Bye.